Today we've got future jet bike racing. Buckle up. Welcome back to another episode of Retro Minigames. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and in this series we play through minigames that exist in old retro games, be them bonus stages, side quests, hidden levels, or just any other kind of minigame we can come across. Today we're going to be playing the jet bike section of Chrono Trigger. And normally for the minigames that we play in this channel, I actually have to play the main games that the minigames exist in and sort of fight my way to the minigames, sort of get everything queued up, and then I sort of start recording and you guys join in for the minigames. Today we have kind of an interesting twist on this. So the jet bike level from Chrono Trigger turned out to be so popular, that section of the game turned out to be so popular that Squaresoft actually released it as its own game, and it was briefly available on the Super Nintendo Satellite View, which was a system for downloading games in Japan to your Super Nintendos back in the day, back in the 90s. So this was an online game in the 90s, if you can believe it. It is a jet bike section from Chrono Trigger pulled right out of the game. There's really nothing modifying it. There's two game modes here, so we'll try them both today. But yeah, it's basically just the jet bike section of Chrono Trigger, so it's just the minigame. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into game mode number 1 here and see what it's all about. So Chrono Trigger is an RPG where you basically travel through time, and this jet bike racing section takes place in the future, basically. And what you were doing is you were racing some guy. I don't even know what he is. He looks like he's part of his bike, or he's been strapped to his bike or something like that. Boom! You can use boosts and stuff to try and like get ahead of the guy here. But this is it basically. This is the entire minigame, which is actually kind of hilarious to me because like I could definitely see if you added more racers and like different tracks and stuff. Oh no, you bastard! Oh, he totally snaked the victory from me. Okay, and then we get his harassment in Japanese, and that's it. That's the whole minigame. So we're gonna play around with this a couple of times, see if we can get a victory here. One of the key strategies is to have the guy try and like just bump into your butt. There's many different ways you can race this. So this is game mode number 2. I think game mode number 2, you can rotate the camera. So this is the Super Nintendo showing off all of its Mode 7 prowess here. If you can just continually get this guy to like bounce off your butt, that's like the strategy. I'm not very good at it, but like in theory, I know what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, like you just sort of keep him bouncing. I think you get more points if he bounces off your butt. But definitely you have... Oh, he stole the victory right at the end again. Is the computer doing that intentionally? Or is that just like literally the computer's just getting super lucky? What does "from Johnny" mean? That's just... If anyone can read Japanese, if you could translate that for me, I would love to know what he's talking about here. He's probably like, "You will never be me. I am part car. When I was born, they soldered me to an engine." We also have our records totally blank because we have yet to beat him. So let's try... I want to try game mode 1 again, see if I can actually rotate the camera or what. So is game mode 1 just literally... Yeah, I can't rotate the camera. Select does nothing. Oh, you can kind of like zoom out. That's something. You can race from afar or up close. Like why would you want to race this far away? I don't get it. It is kind of interesting to imagine that they released this as a bonus minigame that you could download on Nintendo Satellite View. But honestly, like how much time is this going to... Like, how much enjoyment are you going to get out of this? It kind of seems like the kind of thing that you, like, play for 5 minutes, and then you're done. Oh, I think we got a victory! We totally did! That was totally just luck. I don't have a good strategy for this yet. It's just totally, when I get lucky, I win. Alright, so we successfully beat game mode number 1, purely by chance. You know what? I'd rather be lucky than good. If it comes down to it, if it's a choice between skill and luck, I'll take luck every time. Now he's like, "You cheated! I demand a rematch." We will give you one. So yeah, so my inclination, my thinking, if I were... Oh, we can race this way. This is different. All right, here you guys go. We got some different views to mix things up for you. Oh, I understand. So in this mode, you don't have any boosts. In game mode number 1, you have 3 or 4 boosts that you can use to sort of, boost your guy, give him a quick jolt of speed, try and get ahead of this other guy. But in this mode, where you can rotate the camera, you don't actually get those boosts. And that's actually fine. We don't need the boosts to win. It's kind of interesting, like, it rubber bands you the whole race. You could be behind this guy the entire race, and as long as you just inch your way to the finish line right before the end, you would win. But yeah, so my thinking is, like, if the company was going to go to all the trouble of actually releasing this game, add a few other racers, add a few twists and turns to the track, like make it a little bit more. You could have included, like, the classic, like, hardcore mode that's just straight up out of Chrono Trigger. But it would be nice to have a little more in this game. But I don't know, they don't call them mini games for nothing. It truly is a mini game. You know, just one little race against one dude. Kind of interesting that this was in Chrono Trigger and it became so popular that the company was like, you know what? We got to release this. People are clamoring. People need to play. Oh, come on. Pass them. Oh, we won. We won. I think. It's like a photo finish. I can't tell, actually. We're getting victory music. Maybe it's a mutual victory. Maybe we both passed at the same time and we both won. Or maybe he's just driving by me in solidarity. He, like, looks over. He was my sworn enemy before this race. And he looks over and gives me, like, the half smile and the nod. And he's like, you're all right, man. You're all right. Okay, we gotta do that one again. We need a definitive victory in Game 2 mode. Also, what camera angle do I like the best? We could even do this. Here, now we're like racing the wrong way. That feels kind of weird, actually. All right, let's mix up the camera. The funny thing is, again, you can just sort of ignore most of the race. All that matters is that ending. Although I guess WP is your score. The longer you stay in front of him, the higher your score gets. So you do want to spend most of the race in front of him. Damn, he's really tricky. Once you get... Like, he's really good at passing you. Hey, we won again. We have 392 WPs. Okay, so I guess the point of the game is to maximize your WPs. We can do this. We can try. What should we aim for? 500? 600? 1,000? 2 million? How about we aim for 500? It's much more reasonable at my skill level of this game. So yeah, I've never played Chrono Trigger. It's, I've long wanted to. It's definitely on my list of games to play. And I will get to it eventually. But, okay, it's easier to... Get out of the way, dude. It's easier to kind of keep him behind you when you can, like, see, like, this. This is, like, the easiest way. Okay, boom. Oh, we got, like, 3 or 4 hits on him there. I think if we get 5 in a row, that'll be, like, a record for us. 1. Nope, he passed us. Nope, he passed us again. He's keeping us behind. It's such an interesting racing game. Like, this idea that you have to get in front of the other guy and keep him bouncing off of you. Hey, we got 500 points! We got 500 points. That was actually remarkably easy. Like, what other racing games do you play where, like, the goal is, the other guy's always going to be constantly behind you, and your goal is to just get him to bounce off of you as frequently as possible. Like, it's a very unique style of racing game. Maybe that's why, actually, this game became so popular. Not entirely sure. Let's try a few more rounds of this. Yeah, have you guys played... Oh, that was a kind of a good set of bounces. Have you guys played Chrono Trigger? Is this one of your favorite parts of this game? Would you have downloaded this on the Nintendo Satellite View back in the day? Nintendo Satellite View. Such an interesting concept. A lot of people think, like, downloadable games... Oh, man! We had him there. We had him there. Oh, get out of here. You can't be as good as us. Oh, we had him. Oh, God. Just bouncing off us like crazy. 900 WPs. I was joking about getting 1,000, but maybe it's actually possible for us. Maybe with a little more practice, we could actually make this happen. So I guess this is the real competition. Winning the race is trivial eventually. The real competition comes in who can get the higher score. But yeah, was this a game mode you played back in the day on Chrono Trigger? And also, yeah, the satellite view. Very interesting that back in the 90s, Nintendo's experimenting with like downloadable titles and stuff. I think a lot of us think that downloadable games started in like the 2000s and stuff, but a lot of companies, I mean, even Atari back in the day had a service where you could download games, and you even got a free game on your birthday and stuff. So it's like way back in the day, companies were doing this. Oh, you bastard, get back over here. There's, you know, it's turning not into a racing game to me, and more like some sort of pinball Pong style game where you're trying to like bounce the other guy off of you. We totally lost there. Jet Bike Special Mike says a bunch of Japanese stuff that we can't translate. All right, let's try game mode number 1 again. Now that I know what I'm doing, will the boosts make a difference? Find out. It's way harder to get him to bounce on you in this mode. It's like so much easier for him to pass you, I think. Yeah, it's oh man, because it's like hard to tell depth in this. And there's my boost, so you can get like a little boost above him. Boom. So I guess if you boost when you're in front of him, you don't go as far as if you boost when you're behind him. Like, look at that. It's a huge boost. Now we just have to hope to get lucky. And oh, we did it! 698 WPs. Pretty good, pretty good. I wonder why they don't give you the boost. So it's like they either give you the boost, or you can rotate the camera, but you can't have both. You're not allowed to boost if you can rotate the camera. That's just ridiculous. Kind of interesting. So, do these two game modes exist in Chrono Trigger? If you're actually playing the game, do you get to decide which race you want to race in? I don't know. Also, I'm just noticing the background now. It's like a burnt-out apocalypse of a world. Interesting to think that in a total apocalypse, when, you know, all hope is lost, or, you know, there's no food or medicine, people are literally living in burnt-out buildings, racing is still relevant for some reason. For some reason, people are still very interested in, like, the honor behind racing. I don't know. I guess, well, I mean, I guess when you're parked car, racing is your whole life. Like, this guy is literally half machine. He's like the Darth Vader of racers. He's more machine than man. More car than human. I don't know. All right, let's do one more victory lap. We just lost that one. Well, I mean, I guess it's not a victory lap if we lost, but one more lap. See if we can actually take this creep down, this Johnny. And we're gonna race unconventionally towards the camera and see if somehow that helps us. So feeling it may not. Come on, oh! He's so good at dodging, it's crazy. There must be some kind of strategy here. Wonder if there are Game Genie codes. Oh, man! Wonder if there are Game Genie codes for this level where it's like his AI gets worse. You just like impede his logic. There must be a way to do it. There must be a way to like hack the game so that he doesn't go left or right. He just always goes forward. Oh, 964! We're so close to 1,000. Okay, I want to try one more time to try and get that 1K. If I can, I feel like that would be a big achievement for me. Everyone's cheering us. There's no fans. I mean, again, we're in the apocalypse. We're the only two people in the world who still care about racing. Good old Jet Bike Mike. I don't know if that's his name, but it should be. Okay, we're going with the front view again. And alright, Mike. You and me, man. You know, we're adversaries, but we have a lot of respect for one another because we both respect the game. Game being racing. Oh, man, that was pretty sweet, actually. We got him good there. Oh, now he's getting us. Oh. Oh! Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got nothing, Mike. Oh! The bobs and the weaves. I'm kind of getting into this game. I see its appeal. I see how there's totally strategy here. Oh, bastard. Oh, no! What was our WPs? What was our WPs? Okay, we can't end on that one. We gotta do one more. Like every true gamer, I'm like, just one more time. One more game, one more game. And then we got it. Okay, here we go. Bounce, bounce. Okay, that's okay. Nope. He's ahead of us. He's behind. Oh, God. Get on my butt. Start bouncing on my butt. Yes. Oh. Oh god, I wonder what the world record is. I'm sure there are like people who are really good at this game who can like keep him behind for the entire race or something insane. Like there's some like Korean speedrunner out there for whom this is trivial. But I'm like fighting for every inch. Oh my god, we lost again. Damn it. I feel like I'm getting so much better at him bouncing off my butt, but it's like I'm just not paying attention to when it matters. Okay, one more shot. We're getting a victory. Whatever my final score is what it is. But I at least want to like see my score. I want to have some run where we get him to bounce off my butt a fair number of times. There we go. Nope, that was a bad start. Okay. Here we go. Nope. Maybe this will just be the worst run that we've done. Oh my god, I can't get him. There, get. Oh my god, you jerk. Okay, we have a pretty crappy score. I looked up to look at my score briefly, and I think I'm gonna lose the match as a result. 904. Alright, well we couldn't crack 1,000. That's okay. I could probably sit here for another hour trying to crack it, but I feel like I've definitely run out of things to talk about. So the Jet Bike Special. This is an actual level in Chrono Trigger. It is a minigame within the Super Nintendo RPG Chrono Trigger, but it was also released as its own downloadable game on the Nintendo Satellite View. What do you guys think of the Jet Bike Special or the Jet Bike section of Chrono Trigger here? Is it a minigame that you have played before? Did you know that it was released as a standalone game in Japan? Whatever your thoughts may be, feel free to share them in the comments down below. And as always, whatever you think of the game, hopefully today was a little interesting and entertaining for you. If it was, don't forget to like the video and all that jazz. And I will catch you guys in the next one. So until next time, my friends, you all take care of yourselves. And peace. Razzle dazzle!